Am I live? Oh, I am live. All right. Well, this is going to be a very, very, very impromptu stream. I just got to check that I'm actually streaming. I thought I changed the name, but maybe I didn't. Oh, I changed it there. Okay. Let's see what it actually looks like. Like, how can I see my own stream here? There I am. Oh, it says multi-streaming with Restream IO. That's not supposed to say that. Can I change the name of the stream? I don't know. Can I? Maybe I can in the studio. Because it's not supposed to say multi-stream with Restream IO. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because, as always, we are multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. D-Live, I don't know. It just won't work. Whatever settings I put into OBS and D-Live, I just can't get it to work. So I've stopped trying. Let's see here. Live streaming. Can I see things that are going on right now? Control room. Right, there I am. Yes. Can I change the name from here? Because I wanted it to change. Aha! I can. All right. We're calling it this. Because that's what it is. There we go. That should be it. All right. So I'm live. No one's here yet. But that's not that unusual. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to do this, actually. People tend to watch this after the fact. It says one is watching on Twitch, though. I don't know if, once again, if that's me, because I have the dashboard up. Yeah, we'll do that. Right. Well, let's go. Let's if anyone's in the chat, you know, you wanna type something in, you know, yeah, do that, you know, ask some questions, you know, because I don't really have a huge plan for this right now. All I really have is like I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna do a stream of consciousness where I talk about what my plans are for the future, and if I get any questions, you know, I'll answer them. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Okay. So, the biggest news so far is, of course, that we hit 500 subscribers, which I think is absolutely amazing. Now, I knew that when I started this channel, that it was going to be a slow build. When I started the channel, honestly, I don't know if I've ever told this. I mean, you can see it on online or on my YouTube channel that I started the channel fucking 13 years ago. 13 years ago. Yeah, I actually, with my first few videos, actually got a lot of views. My first video, I think it's still up. I mean, it's still up. Oh, it doesn't have any music on it, because we didn't know what you know. I used a Daft Punk song in a montage that I made in 2006. which I don't remember what I called it. It was like a montage of trailers for PS3 games because I was super hyped about the release of the PS3. I was a big PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 fan. So I just made this cool little montage where I took all the trailers that I was interested in and cut them together with the music from I don't remember the name of the Daft Punk song. Either way. And yeah, that got like I don't know, like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5,000 views, which wasn't too bad back then. But I had no idea. How old was I? Like 15. I had no idea that you could that no one had a career in YouTube back then. Some people sort of, but YouTube was a completely different thing back then. So now my viewers left. I don't know. It was like oh, why do I care? So I didn't really capitalize on it more than I actually got into some very, very early YouTube drama between me, the god of GTA 3, and a guy named King Pooh Bar. I don't think any of those people are still on YouTube. But we were, we were bickering back and forth about whether or not PlayStation 3 was the best console ever, or if Nintendo or Sony was the best company ever, video game company. Eventually, we ended the feud. It only went on for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 videos. But I kind of became friends with King Pooh Bar. But that went away. But that was back then. I made a couple of more videos that got a few thousand views. But, never anything consistent, never a proper like theme for my videos or anything. I wasn't actually trying. I didn't know that was something you could do. So yeah, in like 2007 or 8, I maybe did like 1 or 2 uploads a year just for fun, which is kind of weird because I was a film student. I didn't know why we didn't make more like shorts I put up there. I don't know. I should have capitalized on the fact that at least some people were watching it, But and then there was very, very, very sporadic uploads from like 2009 to 2015 or 16 when I started uploading. I wanted to start making some movie reviews because in 2012 I had discovered Red Letter Media, and at this point I wasn't even watching that much YouTube anymore. I was maybe watching, like I became kind of disillusioned or disenchanted with the whole YouTube thing, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was a thing like through zeitgeist or if I just stopped caring for some reason. Got into other things. I know I had my artsy phase there around 2006-7. That might have 2007. That might have been why. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't really watch much YouTube other than the occasional like UFO video, stuff like that. The only people I was really like watching religiously for a while was what's his name, Equal3, with Ray William Johnson. Until he stopped hosting his own show, it was like, why should I care? And then I watched the Angry Nintendo Nerd or Angry Video Game Nerd, AVGN. I've been watching him consistently since like 2008, 9, 7. I'm not sure. A long way back. Like I remember, like when his first videos came up, or were up. That's how long I've been watching him. But then in 2012, I was looking for like movie reviews for The Dark Knight Rises. So I just typed it into YouTube because I did watch the occasional video, movie reviews and stuff like that, or movie trailers. And I found two guys sitting in a couch talking about talking about The Dark Knight Rises. And I was looking for a bias because I love the movie, still do. I always have. It's not my favorite. Dark Knight is better, of course, but still a great movie. And yeah, they were talking about it, and they were kind of like snarky assholes, but at least they were kind of liking the movie. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. And I watched some more of their videos, and I was like, ugh, these guys are kind of assholes, you know? I can't watch this. So I stopped watching them, and I didn't even like put it into my head that their name was Red Letter. It was Red Letter Media. It was Mike and Jay. I was watching Half in the Bag. I was like, fuck these guys, you know. And then yeah, that was in 2012, around what, July, August 2012. A few years went by, and then in 2015, I started watching YouTube again. And I was watching like random like Comedy Central clip because I was working a telemarketing job that I absolutely hated. This was back in summer of 2015. And once again, I wasn't really watching much YouTube other than AVGN. But yeah, like I said, I found some random Comedy Central clips and Hot Ones with Sean Evans, and I watched that at work to keep my spirits up. So I wouldn't just break down and just leave. So I was watching that while the phone was ringing in my head. And then back in 2015, it must have been around the release of Mad Max Fury Road, I once again looked for. I watched another guy. I don't remember his name. He did like music reviews, not the Needle Drop. Another guy. He was a lot of fun, but he didn't get a lot of views. So I think he quit a few years ago. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name. He did a review for Manowar. Manowar's latest back then. It was an amazing review. Anyway, so I was looking for reviews of Mad Max Fury Road, and I found Red Letter Media again. And I'm not sure I made the connection first that I actually seen them a few years earlier. But I watched their review, and it was great. It was funny. I mean, I was a few years older. I think I just appreciated their sense of humor more now than I was, like, 25? Yeah, 25. So I started watching them properly. Before I'd only watched, like I said, The Dark Knight and a few other videos. But eventually, like, these guys are too snarky. But now I was like, I got them. And I started watching it religiously. And I became a subscriber pretty soon after that. And later that year, 2016, or if it was early, no, it was 2016. I quit that job for another job at a warehouse, which I really liked. It was only a temp job, but there was a chance for you to continue working after the Christmas rush, which didn't happen. But after that, this was early 2016. No, wait. I gotta think. Sorry. I don't remember when it was 2016 sometime when I started. I was like, I want to make my own movie reviews, kind of like Red Letter Media, but more like a proper TV show. Because this was the idea from the beginning in my YouTube career that my show was going to be like a TV show. I was looking for channels because now I was fully into watching YouTube again and watching different channels and whatnot. And I wanted it not to be like a YouTube show. I didn't want to be a vlogger or just make random clips. I wanted to make a proper like TV show. So I sat down in a chair and talked about a movie, talking about what I thought of the movie and trying to like educate my audience about the movie more than just saying what I thought of it. Mostly inspired by Red Letter Media, and also a little bit inspired by Chris Stuckman, even though I wanted to be more informative than him. No offense, Chris Stuckman. I watch your stuff now, and I didn't appreciate you as much back then, but I definitely do now. I realized that what you do isn't shallow; it's actually pretty good reviews. But that was my idea at the time. And let's see here when it actually was. So yeah, so I wanted to make like long reviews where I talked about the movie in depth. Didn't have any scripts though, but still. Let's see. And I started doing it. I actually had a slight revival in 2013 when I was doing a thing on my blog, because I had a blog for many years where I did review movies in Swedish and a little bit in English. And I put out some videos where me and my sister played video games, scary video games. There was like complimentary video to my reviews of horror video games. Problem was I couldn't record the screen like I do now. I couldn't just hit a button and do this. Hey, now I could record what's ever going on my screen. So instead, we did this. I've locked these away because it didn't really fit my channel now, but they're still here. They're just privated. Well, let's see. Let's watch this one. Just quickly, just see what I mean. So we're basically doing Let's Plays, like just before Let's Plays became a thing. Unfortunately, we didn't have any footage of the video game. We only filmed ourselves. And it's so dumb. Look at this. Yeah, so I filmed the screen. And then back to us. So it's us. Oh, I'm so skinny. I'm still long hair. And I cut together all the parts where we actually got scared. And this was just... It was us for 5 minutes just sitting in front of a screen, and they didn't see anything, but it was supposed to be complimentary like material for the blog where I wrote what I thought of the game. And I thought it was a really cool idea, like using video as a complimentary or like a supplementary thing to my written stuff. I don't know. I don't really. I know what I was going for, but I don't think it's a good idea, right? I wouldn't do that now. That's what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't do that now. Let's see here. But my return to properly making stuff on YouTube started. So I made my last video, my creepy countdown supplementary stuff. I made 29th of October 2013, just before Halloween. We did another Let's Play of Outlast, still one of my favorite horror games. Still one of my favorite games. And then I actually recorded myself. God, this is just me going down memory lane. I actually managed to record myself. I probably used Fraps. I recorded myself. Oh, wow. That's a nice mustache. Yeah, here I'm saying it's been like what was this? Sorry. 5th of March. Yes, like 6 months. 6 months after I'd stopped making videos on YouTube. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into gaming. But the thing was, I wasn't really that huge on gaming back then. Still not. I mean, I like video games, but this is my attempt to like do what was popular back then. 2015, PewDiePie was in huge swing, and I had probably seen a few clips of him. I was super jealous because he's a Swedish guy. So I was like, hey, I should be popular as well. So I actually made one episode where I played a video game. And I think I did, there must be some, oh, yeah, great upload quality. And it's in Swedish. That was my biggest problem. That's why I don't do Swedish stuff anymore. Like, you can't really reach outside of Sweden if you speak Swedish. You know? So, let's see here. Alright, we get to here. And this game, I don't know why I picked this game. The game was super popular, so I picked it. But I don't like the game at all. Here's the actual gameplay. And I was doing everything live. I didn't have a script. So there's a long spouts of me just playing the game and not giving any commentary. And I didn't have a face cam, so it's just this. it's not very exciting. That's why I stopped doing it. That's why I still don't, to this day, I don't get into trying to make like video game videos.
Not så mycket el kvar.
Mostly because, you know, when I play video game, I'm just quiet and I'm focusing on the game. So well, but that was like my first attempt at making a proper series on YouTube. Fortunately, I only made one episode, but that's okay. Then, however, that was March 2015, and then about a year later, yeah, almost exactly a year later, I made my first episode of Tobbe Tipsar, which is Tips by Tobbe. My name is Tobias. I think you know that, right? Yeah. And I was doing movie reviews, but not current movies. I was just doing movies that I liked. And this was March 2016, which was just before I got a new job. So I didn't have a job. I just didn't have anything to do. I just a few months before, like 4 months earlier, no, that's not true. I've been living there for a while. Wait. That's weird. I just thought of something. I recorded that Five Nights at Freddy's stuff in 2015 at my parents' house. But I'd already moved to my own apartment by then. Because I moved in November 2014. That's where I live now still. Almost 5 years later. Maybe I just... Well, I didn't have a computer at all until early 2017 or something. And I got a laptop. So yeah, maybe I just went home to record those, or home, back to my childhood home. I don't remember doing that. Oh well. But this was 2016. I didn't have a job, so I thought, hey, I should try to make YouTube videos, and I'm gonna make like proper reviews of movies. So I used my phone and I recorded myself, and this is what it looked like. Yeah, great production quality.
Hej och välkomna till det första avsnittet av Tobbe tipsar.
Ooh, there's this
en
noise
väldigt
in my
avskalad
headphones
serie, YouTube-serie, där vi kommer diskutera film. Både ny och gammal film som jag vill tipsa om. Filmer som du kanske hoppat över för du tänkt, nej, den här
This is supposed to be 720?
Film som du kanske inte hört om förut.
Jeez.
Helt enkelt tips om bra men ofta förbisedd film.
So that was my first idea. Making reviews of movies that people might have missed, that I thought was, worth checking out again. Which is kind of what I do now with the Confession series, sort of. I talk about movies that I like that no one else likes, or that very few people like. But the first episode, was actually going to be right here, on Conan the Barbarian. And I remember, like, to this day, rewatching this, like, yeah, the production quality is terrible, but my analysis of the movie is pretty good, actually. So I'm still kind of proud of my of the writing I did for that episode. I got into the whole like pro-fascist angle almost that John Milius was delving into with the first Conan movie. It's a fun video. I should actually like try to update that, make a new video out of it. But anyway, that's where it started. So March 19th, 2016, and then I made a few episodes of Tips by Tobbe or Tobias. I made one on Watchmen. Let's see here. How often did I make? Yeah, so that was 19th of March. Then 21st of March, I talked about Watchmen. The lighting was much better, I gotta say. Let's see if we can get it to play here. Yeah. This was probably filmed during the day instead of during the night, because I had a terrible ceiling lights in my living room, or my main room in my apartment. So this just automatically looks better because there's some light in the video. And then my third episode was just 2 days later. Yeah, I just made video after video since I didn't have a job. I went to the movies with my sister and we saw Batman vs Superman. And this one I'm very not happy with.
Hey.
First of all, I'm at my parents' house because we went to the midnight premiere, and instead of going home to my place, which would have taken like an hour and a half, I went home to my parents' place because that only took like 40 minutes, and I was so tired. I filmed this in like 7:30 or something in the morning when I was and I'd only been sleeping for a couple of hours because we came home at like 4. My sister was still living at home back then. I don't know if my parents were home. Yeah, they were, but they went to work. Yeah, maybe like 8:30. This was maybe 8:30, and I just sat down in front of their TV. There's a couple of movies down here. I wanted to like still make it look like my wall of movies I had behind me, and I made a 16, almost 17-minute video about Batman vs Superman. And the worst part, I'm not going to play it for you, but I actually gave it a favorable review. I said, it's actually pretty good. Despite all the flaws, I think it has some good ideas. Was basically my my verdict. And I was like, no. Because rewatching it a few years later, I don't know when did the Snyder cut come out, that R-rated 3-hour cut. That's probably the first time I rewatched it, and I realized that, wait, this movie sucks. And not just that 3-hour cut, because I also rewatched the original cut. I don't know what I was thinking in this video. But let's move on. I did a few more episodes. I did another one for a new movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane, in April of 2016. Really liked that one. Yeah, it was uploaded 9:52 p.m. So I probably recorded at night. Yeah, that's why it looks like this.
Hejsan, och välkomna till ännu ett avsnitt
Lord.
av Tobbe-tipsar.
Why did I think this was good? Why didn't I not like get a better light? Well, I didn't have any money, that's why I didn't get a better light. But why didn't I wait to the morning after? I wanted to get out. I wanted the video to get out there as fast as possible so I could actually get some views, you know? So this was probably, wait, when was this? You said 4th of April. Yeah, it was probably the night I'd seen the movie or something. But like, look at this. How did I think this was like going to be a high quality a TV show on YouTube? I don't know. Still a good movie though. You should check out 10 Cloverfield Lane if you haven't. Then I made a retrospective again on Jackass, the whole TV show and the movies, and I did some. Once again, I did it at night. And, oh god, the quality! And I don't really know. I wanted to add some more light to the video, so I did this weird thing where I took out some movies from this this part of the shelf, and I put in, I don't know what lamp I put in there. So I backlit myself. I had a better ceiling light, as you can see, because it's sort of lighter. But I don't know what was going on here. Yeah, but I did like a retrospective on Jackass, and why it's not just a bunch of guys hurting themselves. It's actually a story of like camaraderie, male camaraderie, or like friendship. But anyway, moved on from there. I didn't want on video games. Uncharted. I did a whole series. I think it was leading up to Uncharted 4. Yeah. I did a story on Uncharted 2 and 3, and Uncharted 4. But let's see here. After a while, though, I decided I should make it in English to actually get some more views. Yeah, I did a few more episodes. Yeah, I did one on Warcraft with my sister. Once again, with my sister.
Hey,
oh my god, look at the lighting here. Now I had like my ceiling light now had changed again. So it was like this ball it was made from like straw or something. So it cast these very weird shadows, as you can see here. Very weird shadows. Once again, why didn't we just record this somewhere else? Well, I wanted the background. But why didn't we wait until the morning? Well, probably because my sister was still... No, she was working. She had a job. I didn't. So yeah, it's just terrible. And yeah, I was just ranting and ranting and ranting. And all my sister was trying to rein me in. Oh well. Oh well. But after that, like I said, we made that one on World Warcraft. Then I made one on The Conjuring. I was talking about Conjuring 1 just before I saw Conjuring 2. Then once again, I tried to do some video game stuff. Didn't really go anywhere with that. No, not really. Just a few views. Yeah, I kept trying to make video game stuff. I was even doing some commentary stuff, like talking about YouTube heroes or the year the film died. Yeah, politically correct humor theory. Yeah. But then, the 30th of October 2016, I decided it was time to actually try and make a proper, like, movie review show. I wanted to do it like Tobbe Tipsar, Tips by Tobbe, but in English and talking about modern releases, new releases, and kind of, I don't know if this is the one. No, that was another episode. But I wanted to make, yeah, it's this one is 20 minutes long. Should I do this? But I wanted it to be like a proper, like production. So I actually had this intro, looked like this. You see light go on? No, me neither. And I had this song, which now was not copyrighted. It was free music, stock music. The Please Don't Make Scene. I edited this on my phone. Now, and
Hello.
yeah, I still had the same background. I had better phones. Now this is actual 720p. Pretty okay looking 720p. And I decided to record it when there was light out. So this was the day after I'd watched Doctor Strange.
And welcome to
I had
episode of Please Don't
I had some notes that I was going off. I had on my phone.
Show where we talk about the latest releases as well as some golden oldies, if you will.
See, I had
And
an
some
intro.
general movie talk. And in this episode, we will mainly be focusing on the new Marvel Cinematic Universe experience, Doctor Strange. But since we're in the Halloween weekend, we will also be discussing one of my favorite kind of horror movies.
All right.
But first and foremost, we will be talking about Doctor Strange.
So I would talk for the next, I don't know, like 15 minutes or something. Let's see if I still talk about it here.
That, we shouldn't have to, that they shouldn't have to fight, but that the bad guy, he hasn't really let go of his humanity. He still has these feelings that a human has. Remorse, regret, anger, and that's
there actually was editing in here, and that's why the audio is lagging. Or I guess the picture is lagging, because the longer clip went on when I was editing in my phone. Yeah, the more lag there became, the more audio lag there became, more video lag. But yeah, I went on. Let's see. I don't know if I
see new kind of a story that it could have been about something else than just good guys fighting bad guys. They do utilize that aspect of the script, even if it is very brief, but they use it very well in the final fight, because we all know how that was even the main. So
I think
in
I have
Doctor Strange, they have tried to change that. So the final fight,
which I don't use
is
nowadays.
actually very subdued. It only takes place on like one street. There is explosions. There is destruction of violence. He does everything he has to not to having to use his fists to win against the big bad guy in the end, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, here it is. Jesus, 17 minutes.
For what it is, it was a pretty good movie.
And that handwritten font, I guess, I don't know. I like that aesthetic. Like it's a professional show, but the the thumbnail looks like this. Yeah, especially here. I didn't have a proper format, but it said, "Please don't make a scene," and then my face in the actual poster of the movie. And I thought that was fun. I still do that mostly because I think that that's fun. Even if I become like a huge YouTube guy with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I'm gonna keep that that aesthetic. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna change that. Unless the movie calls for it, if it's a more serious movie. But that's really where Please Don't Make a Scene started. Back in the 30th of October, 2016. 30th of October. And then it went on. I made another. Yeah, then I had this idea that I was going to do 2 movies per episode. So my next one was Hacksaw Ridge and the Accountant. And the 6th of November, which now has 100 views. It's not too bad. And there's more video game stuff. Yeah, I streamed the entire campaign of Infinite Warfare for some reason. Then the 16th of November, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I skipped. I actually did a festival special where I talked about Under the Shadow, the Iranian horror movie. Great horror movie. Check it out. Under the Shadow. And a Korean thriller called Tunnel. Really good movie as well. But yeah, that's really where it started. And by now I had like 50 subscribers back from the days where I actually got thousands of views on my earlier videos. Yes, I kind of started the show with a few subscribers, but I didn't know how to work the algorithm. I didn't know how to use the proper tags. I didn't know how to use clickbait. I didn't know any of that. I still don't kind of know that. I'm a little better at, getting people to actually click my videos. But yeah, so I've been going at this for almost 2016, 17, 18, for almost 3 years, and without actually trying to like growing my channel like on false pretenses, like with clickbait and stuff, to get from 50 subscribers or whatever it was, 40, 50, 60, up to 500. I'm pretty glad with that. I've been, growing it organically, not buying views or buying subs, not going after the clickbait stuff. I do that a little bit now, but that's just, so I can keep a steady upload schedule with the trailer reactions. And they're kind of fun. I have to say it's kind of fun to make those. But I'm really happy that I've managed to not sell myself short. I still make the stuff I want to make, even though I make some stuff now that I know people want to watch, which is the trailer reactions. And I'm glad I'm still doing now. After almost 3 years, I'm still doing the same show. Please Don't Make a Scene. With a pretty solid upload schedule. Like, it's supposed to be once every week, and I've pretty much kept that. There were some times where a longer period of time where I didn't do it. Like in 2017 or 2018 or something like that. It must have been 2017. Where I was moving from using my phone to an actual camera. Let's see where that was. I think that was in like April. What was the last one I filmed with my phone? Here. Right. I actually had a podcast for a while called Please Don't Make a Podcast, which turned into Please Don't Livestream. But the last video I made with my phone was Life Sucks. Watch this instead. That was me kind of memeing. For a while I did these like meme videos as a complimentary thing to my actual reviews. So I had my movie review. Let's just do this. And by this time I'd more or less just stopped making videos in Swedish. So I did my movie review of Beauty and the Beast. Once again with the thumbnail. I know you can kind of see my face there. And
Hello and
still
welcome back to Please Don't Make a Scene. And
better.
in today's episode we are talking about...
but then to to complement that, I made this video called Disney Promotes Bestiality. Which is, it's a joke, of course. It was kind of a thing going around, where people were saying that, oh, Beauty and the Beast promotes bestiality, and I kind of make a joke video about me being a concerned parent. And I did this because, let's see, where was that? Because I started with that here, right? I made my Logan movie review, and I famously don't really like that movie. I mean, I get it. It's a well-written, well-played movie, but I wasn't a big fan of it. So I made a video called Logan Sucks. Let me tell you why. And it's just me ranting for 3 minutes how Logan is basically just a new version of Leon the Professional with Jean Reno, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. And that one kind of blew up, as you can see. Back then, I mean, I was used to getting like 25 views, 17 views, 25 views. And that one, like, in a few weeks was up at like 700. And I was like, oh, so that's what I need to do. Which it is kind of clickbaity, though, to say that Logan sucks. And putting it up just days after the movie had premiered and was getting rave reviews. So yeah. Then I continued doing that for a while. So I did my Kong Skull Island review, which I haven't watched in years. And then I did another one. Kong Skull Island is the best monster movie ever. Like shitting on Godzilla and all the other monster movies. Didn't really work, unfortunately. Then I actually did a news story. Yeah, when they were talking about rebooting Matrix with John Boyega. Was that who? He was the big name back then because Star Wars had just released a while back. And then I did a movie review of The Dark Backward to kind of celebrate the life of Bill Paxton when he had passed away. Which was kind of fun. It got a few views, and I actually got some attention from the director of that movie, which was kind of fun. He watched the movie. He watched the video, and he didn't want to say what he thought of the video, but I understand. But I actually really like this video. I think it's pretty well edited for being back then. I was still working on my phone. I think so. Then a little thank you, because I was getting a little uptick in subscribers. I was maybe at like, I don't know, 70. So I want to say thank you for all the views, and I kept on doing these like meme things. So I did Beauty and the Beast and Disney Promotes Bestiality, and here I was trying to like go Chris Tuckman into making a video with me. I got some views. 380 it's not too bad. And in this, I attack him for how he described the poor characterization in Rogue One, which once again does not reflect how I think of that movie now. The characters are so poorly written in that movie that Chris Tuckman, you're completely right. This video, I mean, I'm not gonna hide it or anything. People should know what I thought back then. But now, yeah, you're completely right. The characters are terribly written in that movie. But my next review was for Life. It's a pretty boring movie, so I made another meme video about it, calling it Life Sucks. Ha 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 ha. And then watch this instead. It was just other movies that kind of were like sci-fi horror thrillers. So just picked some sci-fi movies, some horror movies, some thriller movies, and some sci-fi horror thriller movies that were better. And then, yeah, I had a little break. Where's that video? Oh, okay. Where I did the Please Don't Make It podcast, which got really weird. I know one of the episodes I got drunk and I was just like making noises. I don't know which one it is. It's this one. And I titled it "There's Someone in My Apartment" because I got really nervous. I was recording in the middle of the night. At 11. It was weird. Yeah, that's why I stopped making those. I did some more, but then I made my first movie review where I actually used a new camera and I had a microphone for it. Because for a while that camera had been broken and I hadn't been able to fix it until now. It had been broken for like a year or something. That's why I hadn't been able to use it for my video reviews. So this was like the new look of the series.
Hello and welcome back to Please Don't Make a Scene. Yes, we're finally back. We got a new camera. We got some new audio equipment, which
I still use the same camera now, but I have a wider lens, so I didn't have to sit this. I wasn't this close to the camera. I kind of like this though. This really like shallow focus. I kind of want to use that again. But then, it's the same thing, I talk about the movie and I put in some clips. Let's see if I put in some more clips of the movie. Yeah, some here, And here you can see my laptop screen here. Yeah, that's also, I now had a laptop that I could properly edit the videos on. I think I was editing on Windows Movie Maker, but still. So yeah, that was my new format. And it started there. Let's see. I had a video where I was like updating people on that I thought that was... Nope. Oh, that was another news update. Okay. And then it continued. And I have I got a few videos that got some good views, like my Secret Genius of Vampire's Kiss, which is still one of my favorite videos. I did so much research on that video. It took me 2 weeks of like active work to finish that video, and it paid off. It's got almost 3,000 views. Back then, when I barely had 100 subscribers, dude, I was so happy for that. I mean, it's been building slowly, but it was always like a very popular video of mine. The only problem with that video, and it's so annoying because I really, really love this video, but the problem with it is it's out of focus. As you can see, I still don't have a flip screen. Now I use my computer monitor as a second monitor, one of my computer monitors. So back then I had like kind of chance it, just risk it with the focus and then go. And as you can see, this entire video is out of focus. Oh, that's from the movie. All of it is out of focus, except for this shot, where I made like a little skit where I was watching a stupid action movie instead of talking all high and mighty about the Vampire's Kiss. But all of it is out of focus. The focus is like back here on my shoulder or like the chair. So annoying. And I can't do anything about it now. Still, it's a great video. You can listen to it if you want to. So you can hear what I have to say about the Vampire's Kiss. But I had a few more like minor successes. My Alien Covenant has 2,000 views by now. And there's a bunch of stuff. I made some more meme videos, like jokey videos. When I reviewed The Mummy, and reviewed Baywatch, and what's that, Rough Night, the one with Scarlett Johansson. But this was all in 2017. In 2017, I was really trying to be funny. I was trying to add a lot of humor to my videos, which sort of worked, but not really. And it was also the year where I started Please Don't Livestream. The first episode still being called Please Don't Make a Podcast. But I recorded live just because it was easier. And the first co-host I had on was Christopher. That's why he's still the co-host now. I was still calling Please Don't Make a Podcast in the third episode. So we made 10 episodes of Please Don't Make a Podcast, because I already had the 6 episodes from earlier. And then the 11th episode we called Please Don't Livestream Episode 1, parenthesis 1, so it was 11, but we called it Please Don't Livestream. And that's where I started with the titles also, So it was called Episode 1, A New Hope, because we were kind of restarting Please Don't Make a Podcast as a live stream thing. And then I made that for a while, doing like news stuff, which now is the important news updates. That's 2017. I kept trying to make funny videos, so I made my movie review of the Emoji Movie, which is just me in this studio thing I have now, but with one white wall, and there's no clips from the movie. It's just me in like one take talking about the movie, and in the background there is noises from the funeral of Kim Jong-il. Because I wanted like wailing noises, people like screaming in agony and crying, because that's how I felt while watching the Emoji Movie. I was following suit like everyone else and reviewing that movie for the clicks, you know. It didn't really work. Yeah, 65 views. But then we fast forward to 2018, which is when I really tried to like up my game. Really, I still had some good videos in 2017. Like my whole it was during the second half of 2017 when I did my whole like thing about watching The Last Jedi before everyone else. That Disney had contacted me and gave me a preview screening of the movie. So I actually reviewed the movie. I reviewed Star Wars The Last Jedi the 30th of November, which is like 2 weeks before it actually came out. And I dropped some cryptic videos about that up until the release. And on the 29th of November, I made a video called I Have to Talk to You About Something, not clickbait, where I say that tomorrow we're going to release a review of The Last Jedi. And I did. And my Star Wars The Last Jedi movie review, which that was the first big like spike in subscribers and views. I mean, it got 6,954 views, and the first 6,000 of those came in like just a few weeks. I mean, yeah, up until the actual release of the movie, people were watching it, and I was kind of conflicted. Like, I was obviously just messing with people, but they were believing it, which is also evident here. I got 36 upvotes, 78 downvotes. Let's see, can we see some of the comments? You can't see him here, but people were like upset because I gave it a pretty favorable review. The joke was that I was actually reviewing Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, because the joke was that since The Force Awakens was just a remake of A New Hope, The Last Jedi was going to be a remake of The Empire Strikes Back. So that was kind of the joke. And then I made these weird videos where I was kind of coming clean about having faked it. I hadn't watched the movie yet. And I don't know, this got 100 views, but I'll play it anyway. I put this out the 6th of December. So like a week later, I made this. As you know, I made my my movie review. I love this
of
lighting
Star Wars:
setup.
The Last Jedi.
I'm trying to recreate it nowadays, but I just can't.
I'm recording this on the 6th, so that's actually 6 days since I recorded it, and at the moment it's at almost 600 views, which is, it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but for me, it is quite a substantial amount of views. Especially in such a small amount of time. And I feel that I need to come clean about something when it comes to that review. Because I haven't been totally honest. And the truth is that this was a big joke in the video, that Disney was censoring me. I actually reviewed, and I didn't see that. And this week, because it's an edited video, it's not a live thing, but
I don't know. It was supposed to be like a narrative.
Could you hear what I was saying there?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was.
Fun fact: we'll take that later.
It wasn't really. It didn't really make any. I couldn't see it recording any sound all of a sudden. I mean, I can see it now. Okay, I'll just say it again.
And for any lip readers out there, you can just see what I was saying.
Could you hear me there? What is going on here? I'm trying to tell the truth. Okay, just... I never...
Right there. You can barely see it there. I totally screwed that up. But I actually had like filled my hands with ketchup, so when I held it up to my head, like to my ears like this, I was gonna squeeze it and it's gonna be like ketchup coming out of my fingers, so it looked like my ears were bleeding because of that sound. Disney was like attacking me through the computer for trying to tell the truth about Star Wars.
What's that sound?
Yeah. And honestly, like I had this long thing planned out where it was gonna be where there was gonna be like two different versions of me. One who was trapped by Disney, and one who was just going on making episodes of the Please Don't Make a Scene show. So I made this one, which you saw in the end there. I made this one, which is supposed to be me trapped in some sort of alternate dimension where Disney was keeping me imprisoned. Message coming through. And then my reviews were going to be kind of stilted and robotic because they had replaced me, basically. Like in Alan Wake, you know? But I never really followed up on that. So somewhere, that black and white version of me is still stuck in an alternate dimension by Disney. Then on the 15th of December, I actually made my proper review of The Last Jedi. Which was not as favorable. Even back then, before it was a meme to hate that movie, I didn't like it. I honestly didn't like it. But that was 2017, and then in 2018, I don't remember, what did I do in 2018 to kind of change things up? I stopped with the jokey videos. Let's see, I made my Christmas stuff. Yeah, I ended the year with making a top 10 video, which was 20 minutes long, and I used a green screen. It was super weird. I don't use my green screen enough nowadays. I should really get into that again. But it's just, it takes too much time. My 9-to-5 job just takes up too much time. But I still want to get into that a little more, you know? 2018 was where I kind of found the format much more, you know, with the thumbnails and with Please Don't Livestream. We're still doing Google Hangouts for Please Don't Livestream, but I don't know, the thumbnails and the video format kind of, I found my footing with it and really started making better videos in 2018. It's also the year where I made my video called The Shape of Water is the most overrated movie of the year. I'm still sticking by that, and a lot of people seem to agree with me. It's got a almost 4,000 views, 103 upvotes, only 34 downvotes. That's pretty good. Pretty good. But I was trying to be more innovative with the thumbnails and with the names of the videos. Like The Disaster Artist is a great movie. Don't watch it. Which I can explain why in the video. Stuff like that. And that was basically 2018. I don't know how many videos I made in 2018. I was kind of losing interest in 2018 though. In the beginning of 2018, because I was really struggling with juggling my 9-to-5 work, with making videos consistently, and not getting the kind of views that I wanted. It was probably like the beginning of 2018, or if it was, I think it was beginning of 2018, where I was really like maybe I should just quit. Yeah, so here, 19th of March 2018, I made a quick update about the channel, where I was basically saying that, I need to take a break, because I was feeling like I had like writer's block, and I wasn't feeling I wasn't going where I wanted to with the channel. I was hoping to be bigger than I was back then. But that didn't really stick. I still made a lot of videos. It was just, I don't know. I made a lot of videos actually. I only took like a week off where I didn't make a video. And I came back and made my review of Lady Bird. But I was still struggling internally a little bit. But 2018 turned out to be a pretty good year. I made my most viral video of all time, which is my movie review of Ghostland, which at the time had like a few thousand views, but now it's gone up to almost 19,000 views, and I'm very, very happy with that. And I don't know. I was kind of hoping that would bring me more subscribers. It never did. I'm still very, very happy with that video, and I'm so glad people enjoyed it. Like 500 upvotes. That's pretty good. Yeah, and it was a few months after that. Let's see here. That was in May, 7th of May, and then the 16th of August, I hit 300 subscribers. And I felt like now we're actually starting to get somewhere. Like this is happening, and we're gonna hit 1,000 soon. And this was also around the time when they changed the rules for you had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be a partner. So up until now, I'd kind of been monetizing my videos, and now all of a sudden I couldn't. But I was like, I'm aiming for 1,000. So I kept making videos. My first video after was my Hereditary movie review, which I'm still also very, very pleased with. I wish more people would have seen that. It's only got 287 views. But I made a review of a Swedish movie called The Unthinkable, eller Den blomstertid kommer, which got 7,000 views, which is pretty good. But yeah, it was probably after that I was like, I thought when I hit 300, it was gonna like start working fast, like the snowball effect, where I was gonna hit like 500 pretty fast, and then 1,000, 2, 3, 5, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, which it really didn't. But I still kept working. I tried some new ideas. I did some behind the scenes stuff for some of my videos, and for a couple of videos I really tried hard to make them fun. Like my Slender Man video, I had this whole like skit in the beginning where I filmed in the forest. And my review of The Meg was this fake one where I was playing a marine biologist and using the green screen and stuff. But it wasn't really garnering the views I wanted, unfortunately. I made a big like Halloween special around October. Yeah, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos up until the 20th of October, where I made some horror videos, and then the last one was supposed to come out just before Halloween, but once again I wasn't really feeling it, so I didn't put it out until November 12th. But anyway, so that was 2018. Still made some good videos. And I ended it with my top 20 movies of 2018, which is it's really just 20 of my favorite movies. It's not the favorite 20 movies of that year. And then, the 7th of January 2019 was when we started Please Don't Livestream Season 3, which is still going on, with the new OBS format. And it worked, I think it works pretty good. It was also the year where I started numbering my Please Don't Make a Scene videos with Season 3, because it was 2016 was when I started, so 2019 should be Season 3, right? And the format I'm using now is pretty much the same format I used back then. And that's kind of what I'm going to keep doing until Season 3 ends, and we might find a new format for Season 4. I'm not sure, because I want to keep making Please Don't Make a Scene, but maybe, change up the format to keep it fresh, But yeah, so now that's a very long summary of what my channel started as and what it has become. And, in general, I still don't get a lot of views. I get more views now because of the trailer reactions, but my Please Don't Make a Scene video still don't get that many views, unfortunately. The latest one was for an older movie. It was Basmati Blues. It's only got 21 views. And I've started the confession videos. My latest one, I Hate the Goonies, for 14 minutes straight. I only got 12 views. I still don't get a lot of views, which is I don't know. But I like making my videos, and I don't really care too much about the views. I would like to be able to make money off of YouTube. That's the goal, but I'm not gonna force it. Making the trailer reactions that's almost too much. It feels like I'm just making cheap content to get views, and that's not really what I want to do. I want to make quality content, and if less people watch it, but all who watch it enjoy it, then I'm happy with that. But the trailer reactions and the more clickbaity stuff, the new stuff, it's definitely a way to get viewers to my channel. That's why I do it, and that is really my plan for the future. Let's actually get into that. My plan for the future is to continue making trailer reactions, but try to plug my in-depth movie reviews, my live streams, my podcast. That's why I always mention it. That's why I always mention it when I do a trailer reaction. You should check out my in-depth movie reviews, my podcast, my time live streams, and my important news updates, because those I'm pretty happy with. There's actually a person writing here in the chat. GamerX Machina. That's my Twitch name. I don't really use it other than streaming every Monday. He says here, "How you doing, pal? I have 50k subs. Search for Cymer Tracks on YouTube." Oh, you're just plugging your own channel. Thanks, man. How did you get 50,000 subscribers? What am I doing? How can I get 50,000 subscribers? If you can hear this, Zymer Tracks 137, what is your suggestion to get more subs and views on YouTube? Write it in the chat. But that's kind of the plan I have right now. It's to really just work hard and put out stuff every day, and not just the clickbaity trailer reactions, but actually put out the spoiler cast, which sometimes gets a lot of views, that I do with my sister, where we talk at length about new movies or older movies, and we don't really care about spoiling it because it's a spoiler cast. And then continuing doing Please Don't Livestream, which we're going to talk a little bit about later. Continue doing Please Don't Make a Scene. Really hammer home and get better at writing those. Continue doing the confession videos, because they're a lot of fun to make. And really try to get more people to the people who come here to watch the trailer reactions, get them to watch my other stuff, and hopefully hit 1,000 subscribers within the next few months. I'm hoping for. Probably not in 2019. That would be great if we could hit 1,000 subscribers in 2019. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I still only average about 1 or 2 subscribers a day, so it's not gonna happen, you know. But I'm hoping for another spike that we had a few weeks ago, where I went from like 400 to 500, you know. But that's just it. I'm just gonna hunker down and produce as much. I'm gonna do quality and quantity, not quality over quantity or quantity over quality. I'm gonna do quality and quantity, because the trailer reaction videos are so easy to make and they bring in a lot of views. But I try to make them more interesting than just me watching a trailer. You know, try to add some opinions and talking about the movie and stuff. But then try to steer people into watching my other videos, my more in-depth videos. That's kind of the thing I want to do. And yeah, I really want to plug like getting people to watch the live stream more often. That would be fun, you know, because we have a lot of fun during those live streams, and I wish more people would watch. Sometimes we have a few people watching, but there's not a lot. And I'm not trying to get the message out there really. I try to use the hashtags and the tags and the little kind of clickbaity titles, but yeah, we really like more people to watch the live streams and the Please Don't Make a Scene episodes. But like I said, I don't want to like trick the system or game the system. I want organic growth. That's what I've always been about. I want organic growth for my channel. So yeah, and yeah, what I want to talk about like more concrete. Like I talked about in my subscriber special video a few days ago. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, it's stuck. I want a better schedule for my videos, because as it is now, there's Mondays are live streams, Tuesdays are usually spoiler casts, then Wednesday or Thursday is Please Don't Make a Scene, because I usually watch movies on Wednesdays or Fridays, because that's when they premiere here in Sweden. So either then I get the video up on for Thursday, or if I work on it over the weekend, I put it up on Wednesdays. And then alternately Wednesday, Thursday, I put up the confession video. And then Friday is the important news update. And then I just make the trailer reactions whenever I see a new trailer. Today, I haven't really cared. I was kind of tired. This whole weekend, I was tired. I was supposed to have written my Hobbs and Shaw review. It's still coming up, though. Coming on Thursday. It's my Hobbs and Shaw review. Now, yeah, I should probably get that out earlier. Everybody's all reviewed it. But I want to give it some time. I should write that down. But yeah, tomorrow we have a spoiler cast coming out for Hobbs and Shaw, which is going to be weird. I'm putting out the spoiler cast before the actual review. We tend to kind of want to wait with doing that, but now that's just how it's going to be. So yeah. And then a little spoiler for what we're doing this week for the confession video. I'm actually going to make a confession video on Hollow Man and why I like Hollow Man. So keep a lookout for that on Wednesday. And then Friday, of course, is the important news update, which I always record on Thursdays. So I usually miss the news cycle. I should really do like daily news videos, but I don't have time for that. So I kind of compile it at the end of the week and make a long video about it. But the live streams, we haven't been doing them consistently now for the last few weeks. It's kind of been every other week, and partly is because we've had some people, you know, and not being able to stream because they're sick or, you know, family related stuff, which is fine. You know, we think all that stuff comes before YouTube. Always YouTube is always second to like the rest of life. But also because I've been struggling to figure out what we're actually supposed to talk about. And it is like 90% my job to figure out what we're actually supposed to talk about. I do try to get suggestions from my co-hosts, but it is ultimately my responsibility to figure that out. And I've been struggling to figure that out. But since this is what we're going to do for the rest of the year, there might be some deviations, but 2019 marks the 30th anniversary of 1989, which is, of course, the greatest year ever. It's the year I was born. And there were a lot of like big movies coming out in 1989. So my plan is to do at least once a month, do commentary tracks like we did earlier this year with Pet Sematary, the original Pet Sematary, which was from 1989. Do live commentary tracks, or just if you listen to them later on, or always archived like every other video. Do live commentary tracks for the big movies of 1989, either movies that we really like, me and my co-host Christopher or Gabe, or just movies that were very popular for the time. And then in between that, do like videos on movies from 1989, or just general movie talk, but like focusing on making commentary tracks for movies from 1989. So that's the plan for the rest of 1980. For the plan for the rest of 2019 when it comes to Please Don't Livestream. But then just continue doing going to the cinema, reviewing the new movies, doing the confession videos where I review, older movies, say what I think of them. Oh dear. Oh God. Dropped my phone. But that's really that's the plan. And then continue making the trailer reactions and using them as a vehicle to get people to watch more of my videos. If you watch this, if you're for some reason is only here for the trailer reactions, you should really check out my channel. There's a lot of good stuff. I put out quality videos every day, on top of making trailer reactions. So be sure to check that out. And then when we hit like 1,000 subscribers, I want to really start plugging my Patreon more, because I want to make that a way to create more quality content. Really, like if anyone wants to help me out on Patreon right now, please do. But I don't want to push that too much right now. The channel is still too small to start asking for money. But that is really the plan. When the channel has grown more, to start using Patreon money. Now I get like $15-20 every month. I use it to make better videos, more high quality stuff. That's the plan. But also, this is the last thing. In the month of August, I'm actually going to be working on a short film. It's a very, very short film. It's going to be between 2 and 5 minutes long. And it's my entry into the Mumkey Jones biannual short film festival. If you haven't heard of Mumkey Jones, he recently had a lot of like online drama going on, but it's a guy, I've been following him for a few years now, and he makes a lot of like weird but fun videos, and he has a short film festival where his subscribers make little short films and send it to him, and he judges them and shows them on his channel. So I thought it could be a good way to get more people to watch my my channel, get my name out there, but also a way to really get back into filmmaking, because in my high school days we made a lot of like skits, and we made like short films. We even made a long, not feature length, but almost feature length movie. Still a short, really. It's 30 something minutes long. But other than like small little skits here and there on this channel, I haven't really made any movies or anything or films or shorts for years and years and years. And I really want to get back into that, because that's my original like passion, making movies. This talking about movies is just supposed to be for fun. My dream when I even like started high school, I went to a film program. I went to a film class. That was what I wanted to make: movies, make films. So it's also a way for me to kind of get into making movies again with my friends. And it's perfect. It's just a short, like I said, it's going to be like 3 or 4 minutes long. It's going to be very few setups. It's going to be pretty easy to make, so we can actually make it on the weekends, because me and my friends, we all have 9 to 5 jobs, and on top of that, I make a lot of videos every day. So I'm going to take the weekends and try to make this little movie. And hopefully it'll be entered into the Mumkey Jones Film Festival, Short Film Festival. So that's the immediate plans, and then long-term plans, just keep plugging it. Trying to work on the channel, grow the channel with quality content. But that's gonna have to be it for this stream. To anyone who watched now, Excimer Tracks 137, thank you for plugging your channel, even though you don't really need it, right? And to anyone watching this, yeah, this got very, very talky, yeah, I just really wanted to make an addendum to my 500 subscriber special video and say thank you once again to all my now 514 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Please, continue watching and spread the word. I mean, if you like my channel, tell your friends about it. That way, we can grow the channel in the right way, and that's what I want to do. So thank you for 500. Let's head toward 1,000, and hopefully these kind of flimsy plans will help. And I'll see you tomorrow with, actually, this is going to be fun, a live spoiler cast. Yeah. We're going to do a live spoiler cast, me and my sister. We're still going to have the intro and everything, but it's going to be a live spoiler cast for Hobbs and Shaw. But until then, have a good one.